Hello YouTube, how is everybody doing today? I hope your week is starting off good. So today's Monday, and on Monday I talk about the project I am currently working on that I have set out for that day of the week. And guess what, everybody? It is not a mandala. I actually got my mosaic blanket started. Now the pattern calls for a 6-weight yarn. I'm using a 4-weight. It calls for, I believe it was a 6.5. No, actually, I think it called for an 8mm hook, and I'm using a 5. So mine's going to be smaller than said blanket is to be. So I'm not quite sure how big I'm going to make mine because I know the length is supposed to be 60 inches. And I don't know if that's with or without the border. And the width right now is about 35 inches wide without the border. So I'm thinking it'd be better for a baby blanket size. So here's what I've got done so far. It's not much, but it's started and I'm proud of it. So here you guys go. I will bring it closer for you guys to see the pattern. Yeah, I've only got a few rounds into mine. But it's a really cute pattern. It's not gonna like represent like a house or trees or anything like that. It's kind of like a abstract pattern, I guess you would kind of call it. Now, I know there's two ways to do mosaic patterns. One is you start at the beginning, you join your yarn, you go all the way across to the end, you bind off the yarn and cut it off. Then you go back to the beginning of the front, tie on the next yarn, go across, end the yarn. This one here is actually two rows. So you get to carry your yarn up the side, which is what I like because then I don't seem to be going through as much yarn. Like for example, there's the loop of the yarn I carried up. Right there, that white. Believe me, you cut off more than that at each end. And because I try to work within my means, I did buy this yarn specifically for doing this type of blanket. But like my yarn collection is not a huge one. Like literally I have 3 Rubbermaid bins sitting here to my right on an end table. Bin 3, which is my bottom bin, it houses my sachet yarn, my ribbon yarn, my eyelash yarn, maybe some bulky 6 yarn, bulky 5, like 5s and 6s in there. But it's yarn that I very rarely touch. Like it was given to me or I received it from a winning, or my neighbor gave me a bunch of yarn, stuff like that. But it's not the bin I go into much, and it's packed full, but it's yarn and I have it, and I will use it hopefully at some point in my yarning life. And I'd rather have the yarn and not need it than need the yarn and not have it. Bin 2 is a bit of a mixture. It's got a lot of finer yarn in it, like baby size yarn, but they're all like smaller little mini, like 50-gram cakes or skeins, sorry. And then there's a bunch of different balled up worsted weight yarn, all different sizes. So bin 2 I do use occasionally. I go into kind of thinking, okay, well, I need this color. Let's see if there's something in bin 2 that I like. Now bin 1, the top bin, it has most of my worsted weight yarn in it, other than, like I said, some of the balled stuff that's in bin 2. But there's also a package up there in bin 1 that is I got for Christmas, I think it was. Christmas or my birthday? I think it was for Christmas the one year. That would have been last year. I think I got it for Christmas. And it's kind of like the mill-in bags. And it's like a homespun yarn. If I took that out and put it in bin 2, because I don't use it often, I also have a large Ziploc bag up there in bin 1 that has all my cotton in it, like my kitchen cotton. If I were to take it and put it in bin 2, and then I also have another Ziploc bag up there that has my sock yarn. Now my sock yarn I do use a little more because I'm trying to get more habit of making socks. But if I took all those yarns and put them down in bin 2 and had taken out all the worsted weight out of bin 2, like all the balls, and put them up to bin 1, my bin 1 would be full to the max. Oh, I also have a baby yarn in bin 1. It's the ice cream yarn I got the one year of Christmas. I really, really want to try it. I just haven't done it yet. I will get to it. I hope someday. But like my bin 1 is the yarn I use the most. So that's my collection of yarn. Like I don't have a lot, which I'm okay with. Like I use what I got, and who knows if I'll even use all of what I have now as it is, kind of thing. Like I said, the worsted weight yarn is my go-to yarn, so I keep getting more of it. But the other 2 bins, I don't use them that often. So having this blanket being one that you could carry the yarn up the side, after that little bit you carry up, believe me, that's a lot shorter than the 2 ends you're cutting off every single row. So I like this method. I will probably, maybe, I don't know, try to do a blanket also where you cut the ends off. Like I made a little bookmark that way, and I'm not a fan of it. Like I know I didn't cut, like I cut the ends kind of on the shorter side, but it's like, I like the carrying it up, and then you can cover it with a border. So like I said, it's gonna be a baby blanket. Although when I sit on the couch and I put the blanket across my lap, it does fit my lap pretty good, and I have a good overhang about this much on each side. That's without the border. So if I were to go up the 60 inches in height, it would be a good lap blanket. So it might not be a baby blanket. I have not yet 100% decided. Like I said, I'm not very far into it, either size of a blanket, but I am proud of it. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button, turning on all the notifications. I'm mainly a yarn channel. I crochet, I knit, so most of my content is that. But I also do plan on doing some gardening this year and sharing it with you guys. I do a lot of camping, so I may share some days the little garden up there at my trailer. I might even share with you some days, just the campfire in general, or actually this weekend coming up being a long weekend here in Ontario and such. I know my sister-in-law and her boyfriend are coming up to camp that weekend as well. And my husband and sister-in-law's aunt and uncle have a trailer at another trailer park, like at a trailer park nearby. And we're thinking of going to it this year. So I may actually have a video for you guys next week with some fireworks. Like, you never know what I might give you guys. Also, I fished. If you saw a video just recently I put up, so I may have pictures or a video of fishing. Now, just for those who did see my fishing video, yes, I found out the fish is invasive. And no, he should not have released it. We should have killed it. So he's just as bad as the one I was kind of angry with in that video. But he wasn't the one that initially put it in the waterway. I think that's the part that kind of ticked me off more than anything. Now, hubby thinks because of his size, it's not a koi fish, it's a goldfish. There's a different. Koi fish are long and thin. This was plump and round, so it's definitely a goldfish. And he thinks it's been in the waterway probably a good year or 2. So who knows whereabouts in the waterway it came from. We're not sure. Like, it could have traveled a fair distance. But anyway, so I don't know. I think now on, pretty much, unless we know for sure the fish is allowed to be there, and I'm going to make a list of a few that we do know that are supposed to be in our waterway. Anything else besides the ones that we absolutely know what they look like and what they are, everything else I think we're going to dispatch and take out of the waterway, just because But then I sit there and I think I don't really want to do that. Well, the one in particular, yeah, it would make sense. But other ones, if I'm not sure about, and if they're good eating fish, and I take them out and we're not eating them, we're just killing them, I know that I'm taking food, potential food from other people. So I don't know what my husband and I are going to do. We're going to obviously have to sit down and talk, and from there, figure it out. But yeah, I do a bunch of, like, I plan on doing some other stuff this year. So please, if you're considering subscribing, I would love to have you. I also occasionally will do a pop-up bingo. You never know when that's going to happen. It's all in fun. So anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and hopefully I can get a few more rounds into the cardigan I'm making, and you guys can see an update for it. Oh, the blanket. Um, it is a multiple row, 24 row repeat. So I'm gonna do it the same way I'm doing that white lilac scarf I'm doing from my Head to Toe Winter Knits book. I will get a stitch marker to put, like, where I was at. But once I've done the 24 rows, like the repeat section, I will put a stitch marker there as well, so that when I'm counting after that stitch marker, I know that's a new set of the pattern, just so I don't have to count every single thing from the start. Because like I said, it's 24 rows, and I don't know how many repeats I'm going to need, because I don't know how big I'm going to make it. So there will be 2 stitch markers on this. Think of that. I'll grab my holder now. Yep, good. I got 2 on there. And then just so I'm, like I said, I know where I'm at and where I need to go. So thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.